thought she had found the perfect boyfriend, funny, charming, and always there when she needed him. The only problem, she had never seen his face. So when her cold, terrifying CEO walks into the office and says the exact same thing her boyfriend texted her last night, everything begins to unravel. Chapter 1, The Boy Behind the Screen. Lena Tan had always believed she was rational. Not the kind of girl who fell for sweet words. Not the kind who stayed up until 2 a.m. smiling at her phone. Definitely not the kind who developed feelings for someone she had never met. And yet, good morning, sunshine sun. Her phone lit up before her alarm even rang. Lena groaned, dragging the blanket over her head. Who wakes up this early just to flirt? But she was already smiling. She tapped the notification. Kai speech balloon. Her fingers hovered for a moment before she typed. Morning. You're suspiciously energetic for someone who slept at 3 a.m. 3 dots appeared instantly. I woke up thinking about you. She rolled her eyes. That's not healthy. Neither is talking to you every night, but here we are. She bit her lip, trying to suppress a grin. Kai had a way of saying things so casually that they slipped past her defenses before she could stop them. It had started 3 months ago. A random late-night comment thread. A sarcastic reply. A private message that turned into a conversation. And then, everything. Voice notes. Late-night calls. Arguments about food. Debates about movies. Inside jokes that made no sense to anyone else. It felt real. Too real. Except for one thing. They had never met. Not once. Camera shy, he had said. Busy, he had added. Soon, he always promised. Lena stared at the ceiling. Soon never came. And yet, she stayed. Because when Kai said, "Did you eat?" it didn't feel like small talk. It felt like care. Chapter 2, Enter the Devil in a Suit. Lena, wake up. You're going to be late. Her best friend Gia slammed the door open. I'm awake, Lena mumbled, not moving. You're not. You're emotionally online. Rude. You're texting your mystery man again, aren't you? Lena sat up, defensive. He's not a mystery. Oh, name job face. Details are evolving. Gia folded her arms. You're dating a ghost. I'm not dating him. Right, you just smile at your phone like an idiot and whisper, good night, every day. Lena grabbed a pillow and threw it at her. Get out. The office was chaos. Not normal chaos. CEO chaos. Why is everyone dressed like they're attending a funeral? Lena whispered. Because he's coming, someone hissed back. Who? You're joking, right? Lena blinked. Then, the elevator doors opened, and the atmosphere shifted. It wasn't dramatic. It wasn't loud. But it was immediate. Like the air itself straightened its posture. Adrian Coe stepped out. Tall, impeccable, calm in a way that made everyone else feel messy. His presence wasn't loud. It was precise. Like every movement had been calculated. Like every glance had purpose. And when his eyes swept across the room, people looked away. Except Lena. Because Lena, unfortunately, had no survival instincts. That's him, she muttered. Yes, her coworker whispered. Lower your voice if you want to live. Lena frowned. He doesn't look that scary. As if summoned by her lack of caution. He stopped. Right in front of her desk. Late. Her brain lagged. It's 9:01. His gaze flicked to the clock. Then back to her. Exactly. She blinked. Then, before she could stop herself. That's not late. That's punctual with personality. Silence. Absolute silence. Someone dropped a pen across the room. Adrian stared at her. And for a split second, something flickered in his eyes. Amusement. It was gone almost instantly. But Lena saw it. Interesting, he said before walking away. The office collectively exhaled. Gia rushed over. Are you insane? He started it. He is the CEO. And I am underpaid. You're going to get fired. Lena crossed her arms. He's just a man in a suit. Gia stared at her. You're going to die. Chapter 3, Double Life, Double Trouble. That night, Lena collapsed onto her bed. I hate him. Her phone buzzed instantly. Kai's speech balloon. Rough day. She sighed. My CEO is unbearable. Cold. Robotic. Probably runs on spreadsheets instead of emotions. A pause. Then, maybe he's misunderstood. She sat up. Why are you defending him? I like seeing different perspectives. There are no perspectives. He criticized me at 9:01 a.m. That's tragic. Don't mock me. I would never. She narrowed her eyes. You're enjoying this. A little. She huffed. You're annoying. Only because you like me. Her heart skipped. You're dangerous, she muttered to herself. Say that again. No. Coward. She smiled despite herself. Why are you like this? She whispered. Because you stay. Her fingers paused over the screen. That line. It hit deeper than it should have. Before she could respond, another message popped up. Did you argue with him? Her brows furrowed. How did you know? 3 dots. Then, just a feeling. Lena stared at the screen. Something about that answer didn't sit right. But she brushed it off. Coincidence. It had to be. Right. Chapter 4, The First Crack. By the 3rd day, Lena had decided something. She refused to be intimidated. Which is exactly why she walked into the meeting room 10 minutes early, sat in the front row, and opened her laptop like she owned the place. Confidence was a performance. And she was committing. Bold, Gia whispered, sliding into the seat beside her. Front row, you're either brave or stupid. Why not both? The door opened. And just like that, the room shifted again. Adrian walked in without looking at anyone, placing his tablet on the table. Let's begin. No greeting, no small talk. Just business. Slides flickered on the screen as presentations began. One by one, people spoke. One by one, they were dismantled. Too vague. No direction. Did you even review this? Lena's jaw tightened. By the time it was her turn, the room felt like a battlefield. She stood anyway. Spoke anyway. And this strategy focuses on audience engagement through. Stop. Her hands froze over the clicker. Adrian leaned back slightly. This lacks depth. The words landed flat. Clean. Sharp. Lena inhaled slowly. It's a draft. It reads like a final. A few people shifted uncomfortably. Wrong answer. Lena tilted her head. Then maybe, she said calmly, you could give actual feedback instead of vague criticism. Dead silence. Gia stopped breathing. Someone coughed in the back. Adrian looked at her. Not annoyed. Not angry. Just focused. Like she had finally become interesting. Expand your audience segmentation, he said after a pause. Your data is too generalized. Lena blinked. That was actual feedback. Fine, she muttered. His lips curved. Just slightly. There it is, he said quietly. You do listen. Her cheeks warmed. And she hated that. Chapter 5, Suspicious Patterns. That night, Lena stared at her phone longer than usual. Something felt off. Not wrong. Just off. Kai's speech balloon. You're quiet tonight. She hesitated. Just tired. Or thinking. Her fingers paused. Since when do you read minds? Since you became predictable. She frowned. Excuse me. You get quiet when something bothers you. Her chest tightened slightly. He wasn't wrong. Lucky guess, she whispered. Tell me. She exhaled. Work was weird. The CEO again. Her eyes narrowed. You're way too invested in this. I like hearing about your day. You like laughing at my suffering. Also true. She rolled her eyes. But then, did you argue with him again? Her stomach dropped. Why do you keep guessing that correctly? A pause. Longer this time. Then, because you don't back down. Her heart skipped. That wasn't a guess. That was an observation. A precise one. Too precise. You talk like you know me in real life. Maybe I do. Her breath caught. That's not funny. Who said I was joking? Silence filled her room. Her pulse quickened. This wasn't their usual teasing. This felt different. He sent another message. Did he smirk today? Her entire body went still. What? Her fingers moved slowly. Yes. 3 dots. Then, I knew it. Her grip tightened around her phone. No. No, no, no. That was too specific. Coincidence, she said out loud. It had to be. There was no other explanation. Right. Chapter 6, The Voice That Didn't Match. Stay. Lena looked up. Adrian stood beside her desk. The office was nearly empty now. Excuse me. We're fixing your proposal. Her eyes widened. Now? Yes. I have a life. He raised an eyebrow. Do you? That was unnecessary. Sit. You're very bossy. And you're still here. She hesitated. Then, sat. 2 hours later. The office was quiet. Too quiet. Just the soft tapping of keyboards and the occasional rustle of papers. Lena leaned back, stretching. My brain is melting. Good, Adrian said without looking up. That means you're thinking. She glared at him. You're enjoying this. I'm being efficient. You're enjoying this efficiently. A pause. Then, a soft exhale. Almost like a laugh. She froze. Did you just laugh? No. You did. I didn't. You're lying. He looked up. And for the first time, there was no distance in his expression. Just something warmer. Something real. You're distracting, he said. Her heart stumbled. That sounds like a compliment. It's not. Liar. Silence stretched between them. But it wasn't uncomfortable. It was. Different. Lena swallowed. Say something. His gaze flickered to her. What do you want me to say? Her breath hitched. That line. That exact line. Her stomach dropped. Nothing, she said quickly, looking away. But her mind was racing. Later that night, her phone rang. Kai calling. She answered immediately. Say something. A pause. Then, what do you want me to say? Her heart stopped. It was the same. Same tone. Same rhythm. Same voice. Her grip tightened. That's not possible. What is? Her chest rose and fell quickly. Who are you? Silence. Heavy. Then, you're not ready for that answer. Click. The call ended. Lena sat there, frozen. Her thoughts tangled. Her pulse loud in her ears. Because deep down, she already knew. She just didn't want to say it out loud. Chapter 7. The answer she didn't want. Lena didn't sleep. Not even a minute. She lay in bed staring at the ceiling, replaying everything. Every message. Every call. Every coincidence. Did he smirk? You don't back down. What do you want me to say? Her stomach twisted. It wasn't coincidence. It was him. It had always been him. No, she whispered. No, that's insane. Because if it was true, then Adrian knew everything. Every complaint. Every insult. Every time she called him a corporate robot with emotional constipation. I'm going to get fired, she groaned, covering her face. But beneath the embarrassment, something else burned. Anger. He lied. No. He hid. And somehow that felt worse. The next morning, Lena didn't hesitate. No overthinking. No second guessing. She marched straight to the CEO's office. People stared. Gia grabbed her arm. Where are you going? To ruin my career. Respect. Lena didn't knock. She pushed the door open. Adrian didn't even look surprised. Good morning, Lena. That calm tone. Infuriating. You're Kai. No hesitation. No build-up. Just truth. The room fell silent. Adrian slowly set his pen down. Then looked up at her. Composed. Unshaken. You figured it out. Her chest tightened. You're not even going to deny it. There's no point. Her hands clenched. You lied to me. I didn't lie. You hid who you were. I omitted details. That's the same thing. He stood. And suddenly, the room felt smaller. He stepped closer. Measured, controlled. I wanted to know you, he said evenly, without the title. Her laugh came out sharp. Oh, that's convenient. It's the truth. You let me complain about you. I found it honest. You enjoyed that. A little. Her jaw dropped. You're unbelievable. And you're still here. That hit harder than she expected. Because he was right. She hadn't walked out. She hadn't turned away. Even now. She was standing there. Looking at him. Feeling everything she wasn't supposed to feel. You manipulated me, she said quietly. His expression shifted. Slightly. I never forced you to stay. That doesn't make it better. No, he admitted, it doesn't. Silence filled the space between them. For the first time, he didn't have a perfect answer. And that unsettled her more than anything. Chapter 8. Too close, too real. Lena avoided him. Or at least, she tried. She took the stairs instead of the elevator. Ate lunch at odd hours. Left early, arrived late. It lasted 2 days. On the third, running away is inefficient. She froze. Pantry. Of course. She turned slowly. Adrian stood by the counter, sleeves rolled up, coffee in hand. Relaxed. Like he had all the time in the world. I'm not running. You changed your schedule. I'm busy. You're avoiding me. I'm prioritizing my mental health. His lips twitched. You've been texting me less too. Her heart jumped. Don't change the subject. You started it. She crossed her arms. You're still my boss. And this is inappropriate. Define inappropriate. You, she gestured between them. This. He stepped closer. Not aggressive. Just intentional. You liked me before you knew who I was. Her breath caught. That was different. How? I thought you were normal. His eyebrow lifted slightly. I am normal. You're a CEO. That's a job, not a personality. You're also controlling, annoying, and And you stayed. Her voice faltered. I didn't know it was you. But you liked it. Her face burned. I liked Kai. I am Kai. You're also the man who criticized my presentation at 9:01 a.m. And you're the woman who called me emotionally constipated. She choked. You saw that. I saw everything. I'm quitting. You're not. How do you know? Because you don't run from things that matter. Her chest tightened. That's not fair. No, he said quietly. It's not. Silence stretched. Heavy. Charged. Then, he reached out. Slowly. Gently. And caught her wrist. Not forceful. Not controlling. Just enough to stop her from walking away. Say it, he murmured. Her heart pounded. Say what? That you don't feel anything. Her breath hitched. The words wouldn't come. Because they weren't true. And they both knew it. His thumb brushed lightly against her wrist. Barely there. But it sent a spark straight through her. You're hesitating, he said softly. I hate you. No, you don't. I should. But you don't. Her pulse was everywhere. Too fast, too loud. Too much. This is a bad idea, she whispered. Most good things are. That's not reassuring. It's honest. She looked at him. Really looked at him. Not as her CEO. Not as the man behind the screen. Just him. And that was the most dangerous part of all. Chapter 9. Rumors, Reactions, and Realizations. Avoiding Adrian didn't work. But facing him, that was worse. Lena sat at her desk, pretending to type while her brain replayed every second of the pantry scene. Say you don't feel anything. You're hesitating. I wasn't hesitating, she muttered. You're whispering again, Gia said, rolling her chair over. I talk to myself when I'm stressed. You talk to yourself when you're in love. I am not, Lena stopped mid-sentence, lowering her voice. Don't say that out loud. Gia's eyes narrowed. Oh my God. No. Oh my God. Stop reacting. You like him. I don't. You didn't deny it fast enough. That's not how denial works. Gia leaned in. It's the CEO, isn't it? Lena froze. That was all the confirmation Gia needed. She slapped the desk softly. You're insane. I didn't choose this. You chose to argue with him at 9:01 a.m. That was your first mistake. Lena dropped her head onto the desk. I'm going to transfer departments. You're going to spiral. Also true. Unfortunately, rumors traveled faster than emails. By lunch, people were whispering. Did you see them talking? She walked into his office yesterday. They stayed late together last week. Lena nearly choked on her drink. This is how careers end, she whispered. Gia shrugged. Or begin. Not helping. Across the room, Adrian stood in conversation with senior management. Calm, composed, untouchable. Like none of this affected him. Like she didn't affect him. And that annoyed her more than anything. Wow, she muttered. He's just going to act normal. Gia followed her gaze. Oh no. What? You're jealous. I am not jealous. You're mad he's not looking at you. I am mad he's breathing. Same thing. Lena grabbed her tray. I need fresh air before I commit a crime. Chapter 10, The Breaking Point. She found him anyway. Of course she did. Rooftop. Because apparently, that was where emotionally unavailable CEOs went to brood. Following me now. He didn't turn around. I came for air. You always come here when you're frustrated. She paused. You've been watching me. I observe patterns. That's creepy. That's accurate. She walked closer, close enough to stand beside him. Not touching, but not distant either. You're acting normal, she said. I am normal. No, you're not. A small pause. Then, what do you want me to do? Her chest tightened. I don't know. Be honest. That's your thing, apparently. And you avoid. That's my thing, apparently. He glanced at her. And for once, there was no teasing in his expression. Just something quieter. Something real. You're overwhelmed, he said. I'm confused. Because I'm your boss. Because you're you. Silence. The wind moved between them. Soft, cool. Grounding. I didn't plan this, he said. Neither did I. I didn't expect you. Her heart stuttered. That's not fair. It's not meant to be. She looked away. Because if she looked at him, she might lose whatever control she had left. You should have told me, she said quietly. Yes. From the start. Yes. Before I. Her voice caught. He stepped closer. Careful. Measured. Before you what? Her pulse raced. Before I liked you. He didn't hesitate. I liked you first. That hit harder than anything else. Her breath caught. You don't get to say that like it fixes things. It doesn't. Then why say it? Because it's true. Silence stretched. Heavy. Charged. Real. You're still my boss, she said finally. And you're still you. That's not helpful. It's enough. She shook her head. No, it's not. Then what is? Her heart pounded. Loud. Unsteady. Dangerous. No more secrets, she said. Done. No more games. Agreed. No more pretending this is casual. A pause. Then, I never thought it was. Her breath hitched. Good, she whispered. Because neither did she. Extended ending, logged into love. Things didn't magically become easy. They argued. A lot. About work. About boundaries. About who was right. It was usually Lena, according to Lena. You're impossible, Adrian said one evening. And yet here I am. You challenge everything. You expect obedience. I expect logic. I am logic. He stared at her. Then, laughed. And every time he did, it felt less like coincidence, and more like something she had always known. They set rules. Clear ones. No favoritism at work. No public displays. No crossing professional lines. But outside, everything changed. Late-night calls became late-night drives. Messages became moments. Good morning became real. And one night, as they stood outside her apartment, he said it again. Good morning, sunshine. She groaned. I told you to stop saying that. No. You're unbelievable. And you're still here. She smiled. Because this time, it didn't scare her. It felt right. Final scene. Do you regret it? She asked. He looked at her. No. Not even a little. Not even at 9:01 a.m. She laughed. Good. Because neither did she. The end. This was brought to you by Romance Hobbit. If this story moved you, subscribe. A new story is already waiting for you.